Welcome to my Blackout Poetry Workshop Part 2. Step 5. Outline in pen and erase the pencil. Once you are satisfied with the words you have chosen, use the black ballpoint pen from your art supply kit to circle the words of your poem. I sent black oil-based ballpoint pens home for this on purpose. Do not use gel pen for this step instead. It will cause problems later on. Instead of trying to trace perfectly over your pencil lines, focus on circling each word of the poem so that it includes as much white space around it as possible. This makes the final poem much more readable. Once you have finished, wait a minute or two for the ink to dry completely. Then erase gently so that you get rid of pencil lines. Be careful when you're erasing. Depending on the quality of paper and ink, you may accidentally lighten the words you're trying to bring attention to if you erase too hard over them. Step 6. Connect the dots, or words. Again, use pencil. If there is any question whatsoever about the order in which the words should be read, create a path for the eye to follow. I often do this anyway with poems where it's obvious because I like how it looks and it makes the reader feel welcome, knowing what to do with their eyes. It makes the poetry feel smooth rather than disjointed or jumpy. Once you are satisfied with the connecting lines, trace over those with a black pen too. Remember, Blackout poems aren't just about the words, they're about how the words you circle fit with the art that you create on the page. Don't just slap some lines on and be done. Make it look nice. Take your time. Enjoy the process. Step 7. Fill it in. When I create a poem, I almost always use black ballpoint pen to color in the area around the words. It's dramatic and makes the words stand out. Using a permanent marker is a possibility, but the marker tends to bleed, especially on lower quality papers and older paper, like the paper they use to print paperback books and novels. This can make your poem difficult to read or even cover letters you need. Avoid gel ink and water-based markers so you can decorate the poem with watercolors. If you use gel ink or water-based black marker to create the outline around your poem words, it will likely bleed out or in towards your words. In this poem, I accidentally used a pen that was water-soluble, and you can see when I watercolored it, the ink bled in and covered some of the letters that I wanted. I tried to save this poem by writing the letters over in white gel pen. In the end, it kind of adds meaning to the feeling of the poem, but make sure if that's the effect that you're going for, that you have white gel pen or some other way to make it readable. Now, this should go without saying, but I'll say it anyway. Don't let the marker bleed onto the words because you're too lazy not to, then tell me you did it for effect. No matter what your poem is about, it's always important to make the words as readable and clear as you can. Even if the meaning of the poem is something about searching or being hidden, find a way to illustrate the background to communicate that, but make the words readable so that the reader feels welcome and comfortable looking at and reading your art